to my channel. This is Kat. So today we're going to talk about imposters. Well, not because I was scammed. Yes, I have been scammed for a couple times, which I'm not going to share with you today here. Today I'm talking about me as one of them, imposter syndrome. So I want to talk about this today because I know a lot of students suffer from imposter syndrome, me included, and also many well-known professors and great minds I got to know in the past few years also suffer from this. And I really hope in this video I can share with you my personal experience as well as people that I know who also suffer from this, and hopefully this can make you feel better that you are not alone. It is okay to have imposter syndrome, but we can also thrive from it. So today, in this video, I will tell you what is imposter syndrome and how can we cope with it. If you have been watching my videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to support me so I can provide more contents for your interests. Without further ado, let's get started. So imposter syndrome is loosely defined as really doubting your abilities and feeling like it is a fraud. It disproportionately affects high-achieving people. They think all the success that they get is not because the effort that they put into those things. It is because of luck. It is because of other things, but not themselves. And many question whether they deserve those accolades. So this imposter phenomenon was first developed by psychologists Pauline Rose Clance and Suzanne Imes in their 1978 founding study. They really focus on high-achieving women, what they described as, despite outstanding academic and professional accomplishments, women who experience imposter phenomenon persist in believing that they are really not as bright and have fooled anyone who thinks otherwise. You know, to this day, I think imposter syndrome largely expands outside not just women, but a lot of high-achieving people, including men, everybody. So I saw a study saying that more than 70% of people suffer from imposter syndrome. You know, many people suffer from imposter syndrome, but that doesn't mean that they have to work on those highly stressful and highly respected positions, for example, doctors or lawyers. Many people just like you and me, we suffer from imposter syndrome too. So for example, as long as you are a perfectionist, right? You want to do a thing really well, you want to achieve 100% of your potential, then you potentially would suffer from imposter syndrome. I know a friend, he's just a normal office worker, so he's a male and he still suffers from it because he's a perfectionist. He wants to write the perfect email. He wants to polish all his work to the perfection. And if he makes any mistakes, he doubted himself so much. He feels like, oh, I might not be as good as other people for this position. I might not be good enough to ask for a raise. So now I think imposter syndrome is not limited to only women, only to those high-stress professions. It exists everywhere. I think I'm a very classic example of imposter syndrome, and I didn't realize until recently that it hit me. Before I thought, yes, I might have imposter syndrome, but you know, I don't really doubt myself that much. You know, like I sometimes doubt myself, but not all the time. Recently, I was looking into the research of the imposter syndrome and I realized people with imposter syndrome really not only doubt themselves, but they contribute all the achievement into luck, not their own self-dedication to their work. When I saw this, it just hit me because I have been saying this for my entire life. So you know, I grew up in China and I came to the United States for my grad school. So in China, people all know that there are a lot of cruel exams and those really determine which school that you go. So for example, there's a test from the junior high to high school, and then of course there's this famous Gaokao, the college entrance exam from high school to college, right? Those eliminates millions of people. So I actually didn't take either of those tests because of, you know, different reasons. So from junior high to high school, basically I excelled in all my test one semester before that exam. So I was nominated by the principal to just pick a high school and you can go, and I just have to take the individual test from any high school, not the the state-wise high school entrance exam. I never thought it was my achievement or my success on doing the exams of the second last semester of the middle school, because my scores when I just entered middle school was really bad. I mean, pretty much like average, So I always thought it was luck because that semester or a year before that I just started really working really hard, and I thought somehow I just got lucky to got the first place of the class and got nominated by the principal. So fast forward to my last year of high school. So I basically participated in those national Olympic biology competition in China. So what you do is you study the biology textbooks across all different kind of biology, molecular biology, neuroscience, physiology, everything, all the way up to graduate school level. And then at the same time, you also have to do hands-on experiments. For example, I dissected the crawfish for each of their legs. If you know this, when you eat crawfish, they have many legs. So we have to dissect everything out. Anyways, so I got trained for all of these and participate in the competition. So I basically got the golden medal, and that's guaranteed you to go to a college. And similarly to what I described before as high school, you also take each individual exams assigned by the college instead of the national college entrance exam. So I thought I was also kind of lucky because initially when I went to high school, I wanted to do physics or math because I thought I'm so good at those subjects. But then one of my teachers at that time persuaded me to biology, and I was like, oh, at the time I never thought I would like biology. So I was like, okay, maybe I will just give it a try. And then I ended up with gold medal. Like physics and math, it's so difficult in high school, which I never realized back then. Maybe I will never get it. Maybe I will still have to take the national college entrance exam. So, I thought it's also that I'm lucky that I met this teacher who told me that I should do biology, and then I got the gold medal. It's not because I did it, I always thought it's luck. Yes, I put some effort into it, but it's luck. So I kind of know all the basics of biology. That's why I joined the lab at my first year of college, and I met this great professor. Like the PI of the lab is so amazing that he kind of just put me on many projects, and I got several publications out from the college, which definitely helped for my graduate school application. I basically think that I am the lucky person, in my college class that got several publications, including a co-first author paper. And I never thought it's my long hour dissection in the lab until, 2 a.m. in the morning, or sometimes I would just sleep in the lab. I never thought that was something really helped me, to get a dream grad school offer. I thought it is because of the professor that he's so nice that give me those projects, and it is the luck that I picked his lab. Some of my friends in the class, they dropped out from their lab, they even left science, in the middle of the college. They went to, do architecture or, engineering. So I never thought it was me. I thought it was also the luck. And now, I got several publications out from my graduate school lab. I also said, even literally a couple weeks ago, oh my god, my PI is amazing, that she's so supportive, she's open for me to try anything. So that's why I had publications. I never thought it was my own effort and dedication to these projects that guaranteed my publication. I never thought about that. I always thought it was luck. I would be like, oh, there are so many people who drop out of grad school. It could be because they are not lucky enough to find a great mentor. I'm literally just lucky at every single step. But then I saw the definition of imposter syndrome. Really, now I think back, my whole life, I am in that state. I give credits to other people, to luck, but not myself. I think many high achieving students have this struggle. They think it is never enough. It is never good enough for them to say yes to themselves. This is really why I want to make this video. I want to tell you that you are the best. You did so much for your own future and you deserve all the credits. Well, maybe 99.99%. Yes, other people's help definitely counts. Well, so now let's get into how to cope with imposter syndrome. So the first step of overcoming the imposter syndrome is really acknowledge it and then accept it. It is okay that you have imposter syndrome. Like, that means you are one of those high achieving people, right? Why not? And if you put that into perspective, it is not a bad thing. You are just trying your best to perfect something. So every time when you are struggling with this, ask yourself, does this thought help you or hinder you? If it helps you, then yes, try to get this motivation going. You can do this, right? You're really trying to perfect it, really put yourself into detail. Don't make any, small mistakes, right? That is good. But if you think too much, you spend an hour drafting one email, okay? Then it is hindering you. So please, at a time, think about it. You have another 100 things to do. Don't doubt yourself. It is perfect. This email is good enough. Send it. So the second tip I want to give is really reframe your thoughts. When people are criticizing your work, they might just want to have a discussion with you, might just want to give you some suggestion, right? It's not because they think you're incapable of doing that. So just calm down. You guys are just having a conversation. It's not like he or she is judging you, right? And the third thing I want to say is, if you really have those doubtful thoughts, please share with your friends and families. They are the best listener. They will not judge your work. They will not criticize your poor writing or anything. They will always be there listening to you. Of course, you really want to pick the friends and families that are supportive, right? And I think if you let this out, and then if they can help you to reconstruct your confidence, that's also one step forward. And after this process, you realize, it's not because of you, it is just your thoughts. And if it is not because others, you are the person who should take the credits. So finally, I just want to say you can always have imposter syndrome, as I'm still suffering it, but you don't have to have imposter life. You are the person who says yes or no to your life, as all my videos demonstrated already. You pick the next step for your life. You take the credit of your work. Don't let other people take it from you. Don't let the luck take it from you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I feel really great sharing this experience with you. I know I'm not alone. You are not alone. We can all embrace our uniqueness, our identity, our strengths and weaknesses. Let's grow together to be a better person. If you like this video, please thumb up and comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.